Good evening. It is good to see a crowd. What we're going to do tonight is give the charter school that has presented a charter school application to Montgomery Public School as authorizer. We're going to allow them an opportunity to present their application and answer any questions that you, the audience, may have. Montgomery County Public Schools is a charter school authorizer. We create opportunities for charter schools to apply, and then we evaluate and review those applications. So this charter school is not an MPS charter school. We are just an authorizer and present that opportunity. Before we move forward, I would like to introduce myself. I am Vernette Nettles, charter school liaison for the district. The senior leadership team that is with us tonight is Dr. Melvin Brown, our superintendent. Wow, that's love. Dr. Kathleen Williamson, Ms. Gillis, Ms. Watkins, Mr. Watts, Mr. Davis, and Ms. Jones. Mr. Mitchell. That's love. I don't know what this is. But without further ado, I want to turn the presentation over to the I Dream Big Academy and their leadership staff. We have with us Dr. Angela Lang and Dr. Lucretia Prince.
Right. Well, good evening to Dr. Nettles, Superintendent, Dr. Brown, to the entire MPS board, to each of you that are here today, and to those of you that are watching us virtually. We are simply ecstatic about the possibility to partner with MPS. MPS is on the rise and doing some amazing things, things that have never been seen before. And this is the reason that we are here on this evening. MPS placed a call to action looking for new and innovative approaches to help them reach their mission and strategic goals set by this district. They were looking to decrease the identified achievement gaps on both proficiency and groups between student subgroups. So, many of you may be asking the question, so who are we? I'm glad you asked. We are the ones. We are once the students that are sitting in the seats that our students occupy every single day. Standing before you this evening are students that once were of poverty. Standing before you, you're looking at one of us that at one point had a 1.5 GPA and was on the verge of dropping out. Another one of us that missed the high school graduation exam by 1 point, did not have the opportunity to walk with their graduating class, and was told that everybody is not college material. So who are we? We are the proof that even in unfavorable situations, our students can rise above any obstacle that is faced before them. Our founding team has more than 70 years of educational experience. We have had the opportunity to turn around low-performing schools, and one of those schools recently recognized as a national model school. We are believers that all students, and I mean all students, can learn and thrive if placed in the proper environment. So today, we stand before you answering MPS call to be a part of the solution by submitting a proposal to start an innovative secondary school that addresses the current needs expressed by MPS. Our proposal is to change the narrative for our students and to change the way that we do education. Our proposal is to start this school right here in Montgomery, Alabama, home of the civil rights movement. Although the civil rights movement started in the mid-1950s, somehow, even on today, January the 5th, 2023, we still find ourselves striving for economic and education equity for all of our students. Just as so many others have poured and paved the way for us to break the generational cycle of poverty, we too are committed to closing the academic gap and breaking the cycle of poverty for the students that we serve each and every day. Currently, 70% of our middle school families are economically disadvantaged. 94% of these children are born into poverty and are children of color. The poverty cycle continues where there is a lack of quality education. 90% of our students are not proficient in reading. And an overwhelming number of 98% are not proficient in math. This creates a struggle for our students to find job security where the poverty cycle continues. So we are on a mission to break the generational cycle of poverty by providing a rigorous, relational, and relevant education so that our students can dream big about their careers, but most of all, about their future. But we can't break this cycle without what we call the 3R effect. That's rigor, relevance, and relationships. Rigor, it's holding our students accountable for their learning while making sure that we have the key people, programs in place to help us close up the academic gaps. Relevance, looking at our state standards and finding a way to make learning fun again and making it be able to connect with what our students see every day. And lastly, but most importantly, it's building relationships. Building relationships is the key to success. Rita Pearson once stated that students don't learn from teachers that they don't like. We also know that no significant learning can take place without significant relationships. So it is our mission not only to build relationships with our students, but to build relationships with our parents as well as our community stakeholders.
Over the last 2 years, we have built partnerships and sought feedback from community members, parents, teachers, and most importantly, spoken with students. To date, 116 families have expressed an interest with enrollment during these outreach activities. What we heard was a desire to provide a middle school option and increase opportunities for high school graduates to obtain jobs. Analyzing workforce data and industry needs in our region and state, we identified 5 key career areas to build our education model around. We are excited to be the first in this region to become an Amazon Educate school, and among the few schools in Alabama to offer Amazon Web Service certifications. And we are the only school in Montgomery who will offer an entrepreneurship program for our students. With these programs, we will help increase the number of high school graduates who are prepared to go directly into the workforce into high-paying jobs, or create their own career path, or continue their studies in a 2 or 4-year college. To fit our model, we have secured a letter of intent to purchase the former Virginia College building as our school site. It boasts more than 51,000 square feet of ready-to-use space, which is ample space for our students and our programs. As part of our preparations, we have begun to secure partners such as Amazon, AWE Educate, to provide 21st century curriculum that allow our students as early as 7th grade to begin working toward industry credentials. AWS Educate also offers a job board that will allow our students to explore and search for jobs and internship opportunities based upon their earned certifications. Today in our audience, we have Ms. Cherie Stokes, President of Title IT Solutions and Executive Director of Tech MGM. She will share a bit more about this learning opportunity and its impact.
Sure. With respect to software development, we do not have the programs adequately across our K through 12, and even as we're starting to get into our collegiate programs. Looking at AWS, having that program, having cloud certifications, honestly almost makes those students instantly employable when they leave high school. Do they have the option to still go to college and to pursue their education and certification? Yes. But could they go and get a great job coming out of high school because of that certification? They certainly can. At the same time, when we look at other career technical programs, programs in IT with software development, as well as how we're incorporating aviation and entrepreneurship, better prepares those students for knowledge-based economy jobs. What we're doing across the entire state of Alabama, according to our computer science task force, ensuring that we have computer science in every school by 2023. 5 years ago, less than 15% of Alabama schools had computer science. Now we're at about 82%. This gives more professional development as well as more coursework within software development and computer science, but we also are helping to develop the STEM ecosystems by having multiple programs and by partnering with AWS. We have jobs today that are unfilled in Montgomery that need these certifications. So being able to have a program like this instantly feeds into our workforce development pipeline, but it also helps our entire educational system. So right now, across MPS, as well as even our private schools here in Montgomery, we are not fulfilling the demand that we have for computer science. So when we start to concentrate on that, we're fulfilling that demand, we're having more students in this field, but we're preparing more of our students across the entire county. If anybody has any questions about the IT, the computer science side, or even the entrepreneurship side, here to help and here to certainly answer any questions you may have. Thank you all.
In addition, we have partnered with the National Civil Air Patrol and Red Tail Foundation to help us implement our aerospace and aviation program, as well as Empowered to provide curriculum and support for our entrepreneurship program. We will continue to seek and build partnerships to provide our students with real-world learning experiences in each of our programs. In addition to these in-kind programming partnerships, we have secured both state and national partnerships to support us financially and with our education capacity. Charter School Growth Fund is a national nonprofit organization and one of the key experts of charter school quality. They have committed $250,000 to us during our planning year based on a very difficult and hard to obtain grant. Additionally, they have provided $50,000 in funds for the head of school to participate in 5 weeks of face-to-face training in New York with one of the highest performing charter schools in the country. They have also offered opportunities for us to receive continuous funding upon approval. We have also received $10,000 from 4.0 Incubator, a nonprofit group that supports entrepreneurs of color who are working to redefine the future of education. Also, we've received $15,000 from New Schools for Alabama to support our process to get to this point today. In addition, we have applied for the New Schools for Alabama 1.5 million CSP grant, and we're also partnering with them upon approval for back office support services to help us with accounting. Big Picture Learning is recognized as one of the foremost leaders in implementing a project-based apprenticeship school model. Our partnership with them has allowed us to work and learn from these prominent leaders who will continue their support through ongoing coaching and professional development. Over the last 2 years, we have worked to bring partnerships and increased opportunities to the students of Montgomery. These partnerships will allow us to execute what we identify as our roadmap to passion finding and career readiness. Students thrive when they discover and pursue an area of interest. We all know if you want your teenager to really work hard at something, it has to be something that they care about. Our roadmap is built on a strong foundation of academic rigor that increases student proficiencies in reading and math. We create the perfect intersection between the academic core and passion finding. Beginning in grade 6, our students are introduced to life skills through home economics, and begin discovering their interests and exploring careers. Students begin connecting their interests to careers during their and during their freshman year, they create a roadmap that connects them to their identified career path. In 10th grade, our students have the option to begin dual enrollment courses to earn certifications in a specified technical field. This prepares them for internships and job shadow opportunities that culminate in apprenticeships during their senior year, thus leaving our students prepared and certified to go directly into the workforce or continue to pursue their studies in college. When you meet an iDream Big graduate, you will find a young adult who is college, career, and life ready, financially literate, emotionally intelligent, and culturally responsive. They will be critical thinkers, self-aware, and civically engaged. But most of all, they are dreamers. Dreamers with a plan, purpose, and prepared. Again, thank you, MPS, for the opportunity to submit our proposal. We look forward to an opportunity to be able to partner with you and to serve the students of Montgomery. Thank you. At this time, I will turn it over to Dr. Nettles for any questions or comments from the audience.
Thank you for your presentation. Now we have an opportunity for you as an audience to ask Dr. Lang and Dr. Prince any questions that you may have regarding their application and program. Do we have any questions at all? Where are you?
Good evening, everyone. I do believe a program like this will serve not only our children but our community. When you put a child in a position where they can thrive and be innovative, that child going to develop lifelong skills, not just to go on to higher education, but also to thrive in our community, which benefits all of us. So if we make an investment in this today, we will make a lifelong investment. So I think this is a great opportunity for Montgomery.
Are there any other comments or questions? If there are no further comments and questions from the audience, Dr. Lang and Dr. Prince, do you have any other additional information you'd like to share?
I just want to say that we have placed some information on the back of one pager, just give you additional information about the school, as well as our website for more information, which is www.idreambigacademy.org. where you can log on there to find out more information. And also, this is Angela's information, so if you have any other questions, please feel free to contact us. Thank you all so much for coming.
Did everybody get a chance to get that information? Thank you, ladies, for your presentation. Thank you, audience, for your time, and we are adjourned.